Hi, this is Rabbi Fleshel giving you something special on Animal Torah. This week's Torah portion is Pasha Shlach, and Moshe sends 12 spies to go check out the land of Israel. When they come back, 10 of the spies speak negatively about Israel. In the verse it says, "We were like grasshoppers in our eyes, and so we were in their eyes." The Jewish people, the 10 spies, were very scared. And the way that they perceived themselves were they were like grasshoppers. And therefore they thought that the people that lived in Israel also perceived them in that way. The rabbis teach us one very important principle, and that is that we should not focus on what other people think about us, but how we should think about ourselves. And in many, many ways, our perceptions become our reality. If we think positively about ourselves, then others will also think positively about us. And it's an important message for us to live in. We should try, in the utmost fashion, to put into our heads that we will be successful, that we are positive, and that we will make do with what our situation is. But there's another lesson. The Jewish people mentioned that they were grasshoppers. Why? Because grasshoppers are small and they're fragile and they can easily be killed. But this is Animal Torah. And grasshoppers actually have many fascinating character traits that the Jewish people could have used. They could have used, "We are like grasshoppers." And that grasshoppers are actually very powerful. And there are many, many things about grasshoppers that could be effective in terms of them being successful in getting the land of Israel. First of all, grasshoppers have an amazing jump. If a human could jump like a grasshopper, he could jump further than a soccer field. Not only that, grasshoppers can fly. Not only that, but grasshoppers actually have their hearing, their ears, in their stomach. And when they defend themselves, they actually spit at their attacker. But one of the most fascinating things about the grasshopper is that when they go for food, many times they go as a swarm and they can devastate the land. So it's all in the mind. The Jewish people could have gone back to Moshe and said, "You know what? We can do it because we are like grasshoppers. We can be strong." So the main point, though, is perception. How do we look in ourselves? How do we perceive ourselves? And if we perceive ourselves negatively, other people will see us in that way. But if we perceive ourselves in a positive fashion, people will look at us in that way as well. This is Rabbi Fleshel giving you something special on Animal Torah.